My name is David Hunger. I'm an economist by training. I have a BA in mathematics from UMass Boston and a Ph.D. in economics from University of Oregon. All of my academic research and work has been in the energy field. I've been working at the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission from 1999 until 2013. I worked basically analyzing energy markets, primarily electricity, but also natural gas, and the interaction between natural gas markets and electricity markets. When I first started at FERC, I worked in the Office of Economic Policy, and I was primarily analyzing what was going on in the California ISO electricity market. This was before the meltdown of 2000, and so when things started going bad in 2000 and 2001 in the California market, prices went crazy, and there were rolling blackouts, and there was calls that there was market manipulation going on. FERC launched an investigation. I was the lead economist, in-house economist on that investigation, and we looked at Enron's trading strategies in the California ISO. We looked at what was going on in natural gas markets because they were also very high. In particular, I looked at what was going on with the natural gas price indexes, the indexes that are published that are supposed to be based on physical trades, which in turn price thousands of times more dollars of financial derivatives based on those indexes. And in doing that, we took a very close look at how these price indexes were being published, calculated, and it turned out that the traders were basically misreporting prices, reporting fake trades, engaging in wash trades, all in hopes of moving in the index. Basically, the index is based on, it's supposed to be a weighted average of all the trades that day in a particular location. What we saw the traders doing was just trading back and forth, maybe put up a trade on a platform and have his counterparty unwind it over the phone, basically a pure wash trade, just there to either move the index or set a price at the end of the day or make the volume look bigger than it really was in order to create the appearance of liquidity, which is what people would feel comfortable with at a trading point. So there was a lot of wash trading going on at that time. We identified it. Dr. Chen's trades were not wash trades. There was a legitimate business purpose. The trades themselves were designed to make money for him and his clients, a legitimate business purpose. And he also faced risk, the risk that his transmission loss credits did not exceed his transaction costs, and there was also the risk that he wound up in an unhedged position in the real time. So neither of the necessary conditions for a wash trade are met here. At the time Dr. Alan Chen was trading in the PJM up to congestion market, there were some rather odd rules, and he was trading under those rules, and those rules were subsequently changed in September of 2010, and in a recognition that they weren't very efficient. It wasn't a very efficient market rule, and it was eliminated from the PJM tariff. And so traders like Dr. Alan Chen serve as the canary in the coal mine in these markets by pushing at the edges and under the FERC rules, the FERC approved market rules in these regional transmission organizations. And as long as they're trading pursuant to these rules, they shouldn't be penalized for trading under these rules. And sometimes they work to expose inefficiencies in the RTO market rules. RTOs are very complicated beings, and they have thousands of pages of tariff language, and they're very complicated, and often the traders are the ones who, again, while trading legitimate trades under the rules, expose some of these inefficiencies and shouldn't be penalized for doing that.